What's up, guys? It's probably late, almost 7. It's 7 o'clock. Just had a day of fishing, caught some little fish, and I have this car, Honda Accord, starter issue, and it's all the way in there. I got the part already, but I'm gonna get started on it right now. Yeah, so picked up the starter. Gotta return it. Return the core after. But it's closed right now. But Monday. I already took off that cover earlier. Let's see. 2 number 10s and a little clip. I looked up on YouTube to see if there was any videos on this year Accord. DIY doing starters, but they're only for the 03 to like 07 Accords. But this one has a little bit. This one has a little bit of a different intake manifold. It's a little plastic one, but it's the same thing because you still have to pull out this section off, all that, and start recording, doing everything. First, I'm gonna start unbolting the intake. Unbolting these 12s right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Should be like at least 5 or 6. And then gotta take this cover off, give myself some more room. Kind of pull it off, all that off. Kind of angle it that way to reach into the starter. Get the right tools to remove the bolts for the starter. Pull it out. See how it goes. The car came in on a tow truck. It's actually when you try to start it, this makes a clicking noise. So most likely starter is 09. It's been like almost 8 years. The car never changed starter. Only thing I did on this car before is the rack and pinion because the boots are leaking. We replaced this battery and oil change one time. But other than that, yep, starter most likely do. So let's start off by pulling this intake box off. I mean, we'll just take off the intake arm. Looks like the box doesn't really need to come off. And after that, I'm not gonna try to pull the coolant lines off because I'm gonna have to bleed the system over again. I'm just gonna undo the intake manifold, the half piece, and then turn it over, give me some space to the starter. Alright, so far, intake arm off, which is right here. Let's put this down here. Took out that cover and this air dam. See, it used to belong right here. It was like 1, 2. How many clips? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 clips. And this air dam had 2 clips. 1, 2. Pull it off with like a flathead, or you have a pry tool. Pop it up straight and then just pull it. Next, well, of course I had to take the battery or disconnect the battery because we're messing with the starter. It can cause a fire, can automatically give out power when you don't want it to, shock you, shock a tool, whatever. Be careful. Battery's disconnected. Before you disconnect your battery, make sure you know the radio code for your radio because it will reset it. And that's about it. Basically, just when you unplug your battery, it's going to reset everything. So be aware of that. Alright, so pull the battery off. Pull the nuts and bolts off. There's this corner, this top one, middle, top, right there, and there's another one under the throttle body. You can see it right there. Right there. But my issue right now is getting to these down here. 1, 2, there's 2 nuts. The bracket holding this plastic piece, part of the manifold, onto the bracket going to the block. So what I'm doing now is pulling this air dam off. I didn't want to pull it off, but I guess I have to. This one number 10 screw right here. It's kind of like tricky. So I got that off. Let's put this right here. The other screws. And fuck. I might have to pull that bracket off. The battery tray, I mean. And let's take it off real fast. There's 110 right there. 12s. 112, 212 right there. It's hard holding it, recording. Why I use a big impact? Because my other impact is weak as hell. This little cheap shit, I just use it on bolts that are already loose and just need to zap it out real fast. But my Crossman 19.2 volts, 1/2 inch impact. It's pretty strong. So I thought this would come off easily, but it seems like it's pretty stuck and it's gonna be too much work. I don't want to take all that crap out. We just, whatever we don't really need to take out, we won't take out. And let's try to get to these bolts so that it looks, I have more play. Let's see. So what I did next was I loosened up the nuts down there, 2 of them. Unhooked this harness, unhooked and unplugged it. These 2 holes are for these 2 clips. Use a needle nose to clip them, unhook them. Unclip this harness right here, or I believe it's a TPS, I think. Unplug the sensor right here. Unplug this. It's the brake booster hose right here. It's easier to unhook it from up here than down here. So next up is, I think I'm gonna unbolt the throttle body and be very careful because it's a gasket. I don't want to take out these 2 coolant lines. Or that's not coolant. This one is coolant. Because when I pull it, it's a little tight right here because of this hose. So I'm gonna start recording with the GoPro because my daughter wants to use my phone. Let's get this done.
You can do it like that?
Yeah.
Okay, put in your phone.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I can pull it. Seems like the bracket's giving me a little issue. The bottom intake manifold bracket. There it's I already took out these 2 nuts. But what I did on the TSX before, I took it off down here. There's a little bolt right here. 1 bolt to hold the bracket. Take it off so the whole bracket comes out. the back, I'll just connect it to the bottom of the intake manifold. It'll be a lot easier. And I just put one bolt back. See? Comes out easily, but you gotta watch out for these air hoses right here. Under. This is this piece of crap right here. I hate these clips. Okay, you can just spread them, but there you go. I'm trying to flip this somewhere. There goes my bracket. It's off. Then you can see all this oil right here. Here's a starter. This whole big chunk right here. As you see, one plug right here. Let's pull it. This is a 12. Make sure your battery's unplugged, because disconnected on both terminals. This thing can shock you because it gives out power when it's plugged. Just unclip this. Unclipped. Get that 12. It's kind of tricky to get in here because it's coolant line right here. So I guess the thermostat's down here. Let's see. Try to use this. See, it kind of gets in the way. Yeah. Pull this away, stick it somewhere, get back to it, see what else is in the way. Harness clips. That's right here. So then you gotta push down, slide back. Grab my flathead. I had a damn flathead right now. Did it fall somewhere? Let's just use this. I'll put this down. Out the way. We got a 17 right here, 17mm bolt, and you see this long extended 14 right here. So we just undo those two bolts and the starter should come out. Find a way somewhere to put this. My GoPro doesn't have the case on. breaker bar this shit. Honda's dumb for this one, putting the starter like that. But hey, you know what? You guys are making me money, because labor's not cheap for this. A lot of people hate doing it, but I mean, for me, it's a lot of stuff to take out, but it's not like crazy hard where you're just gonna be struggling, fighting, and being mad at yourself. It's not as crazy as, like, I don't know what else is crazy, but yeah, it's challenging, but not difficult. It's just long ass screw. That's how it looks like. I don't know if you guys can see it on the camera. See, it's coming off already. Just gotta hold it up. See if I can use my hand. Yeah. There's 17 8 bolts to the tranny also. So it connects the motor to the tranny. So if you're doing a swap later, it's one of the bolts you're gonna have to take out. About to see how long this thing is. Starter looks pretty, it's alright. Not too bad. Let me bring it up. See, there you go. It's a baby ass. There's a new starter. It's actually a rebuilt one. Always match up your parts. Make sure everything's correct. Make sure if there's any brackets you gotta take out, you swap it over. Plugs, check everything. Bolts, flip it over. Looks the same. See the place I bought it from. They date it, they mark it with their stuff. 1 year warranty, remanufactured. You notice this, so I took out the nut right there. This one comes with a brand new one. So you either use, depends on how the new nut is. I always like to stick to OEM. This might be a little cheap Taiwan stuff, but we'll see. Yeah, see, this is the OEM nut. It has like a little locking washer. So you rather stick with this. More reliable than this crap. Alright, so let's put the new one on. Everything has the bracket right there, bracket right there. There's nothing else we gotta swap over. Let me see if this. Perfect. Yeah. So look how it sits. And the harness. Check, inspect the fins. try to put the bottom one on first. Line this up. It's getting dark soon, so I gotta hurry up, or else you can't see nothing with the GoPro. My work light's messed up. My editing stuff sucks, so I might just throw the whole video on. Let's see. Another thing you can do if you don't want to struggle to put this nut on, you could put it on right now while everything is off. Make sure you hand tighten it. Goes in straight. You don't want to have a strip. Starter socket. This one I'm gonna try to hand tighten it all the way in. This little freaking thing is so annoying. I was just in the way like that. And I wish I had an impact ratchet. So just get in there, just zap it in. But I don't. Need to buy one. No money. Tight. Let's put this 12 in. This cable connects to the battery. Power. If you have a ratcheting wrench, be your best friend. But it doesn't really get that deep in there. See, you only can wrench it so much. So you can use this angled wrench where it has that little angle right here. Put the sucker in there. And take it back out. could kind of use a... Let's try to use this extension. It's kind of weird. It barely wants to reach. Use a short 12 sock. There you go. Don't crazy tighten it, but it has to be tight. If you don't tighten it, it's gonna be sparking everywhere, come loose. You gotta take everything back out and do it all over. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm recording. Alright guys, so I'm inside now, finished the car. I didn't get a video of it because it got dark. My GoPro got dark too recording it, but I mean most of the footage I got, it's good enough. I mean it got you to the point where you're able to take out the starter and you just go in reverse order and put everything back, and there's fireworks. Alright, have a good night and peace out.